before he was Diddy. And I knew him for a long time when I first became champ.
And I'm into the music business now. Totally awesome. Hopefully, people's been helping me out. Wycliffe's been helping me out. Devontae Swing's been helping me out. And hopefully Puffy helped me out, Well, it truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh, yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the direct connection with P. Diddy, his current allegations and the ongoing charges against him, all interconnected with some very famous fighters and world champion boxers. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. And if you haven't already, could you please hit the notifications button? What that'll allow me to do, every time I put something out that's new, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you. Guys, just like when we covered the Olympic controversy with Imam Khalif, it wasn't something that I was expecting to go down a rabbit hole in. It was because of the comments and you guys messaging me both on our boxing groups online and on this YouTube channel. And the same thing has happened for this video. If you've been paying attention to the P. Diddy allegations, you'll know that it's everywhere in the news. I'll briefly cover what those current allegations are, but this is a boxing channel. I'm a boxing reporter and writer and speaker and pundit on all things sweet science. So you might be asking yourself, if you're new to the channel, what is this video about? Guys, there are some names dating all the way back to the 90s in the sport of boxing that are directly connected with P. Diddy. What I'm going to go over are some few incidents that I'm sure you've already either heard about, videos that you've already seen, and talk a little bit about an interview that was done recently by a former MMA world champion as well. And all in all, P. Diddy likes to party, we know that, but he also likes to hang around world champion athletes, and in this case, fighters, some of the most dangerous men on the planet. To catch everybody up real quick in a couple sentences about some of these charges and allegations that are going against Diddy, listen to this. We know Diddy Combs, a rapper and music mogul credited with helping to launch the careers of some of the biggest stars in recent years. He could be facing more than 100 new lawsuits as of October 1st, just 2 weeks after he was arrested on federal charges in New York. The latest wave of legal filings were announced on October 1. The LA Times reported, as more than 100 people have planned to file lawsuits against Combs, alleging that he sexually abused and exploited them. It comes just weeks after Combs was arrested in September on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, with federal prosecutors alleging that Combs and his associates threatened, abused, and coerced women and others around him to, quote, fulfill his sexual desires, which allegedly includes forcing victims into engaging in recorded sexual activity, which he referred to as freak-offs. Guys, I'll leave it there in terms of the allegations. If you want to read the full list and the full lawsuit, it's pretty extensive, it's pretty graphic. There are some alarming allegations by his accusers on there. And guys, they're talking in the next few days a list of A-list celebrity names who are also in these court documents, not just Diddy. So this is obviously an ongoing case. But for this video, I've pulled up old footage of Mike Tyson and Diddy together, Tyson talking about it. Also, we've seen the photos of Devin Haney at the parties with Diddy. I couldn't find any videos. We just have that one photo that you're looking at with the caption of Dev saying, "They say you got to be in to make it to Diddy's swimming pool, hashtag Diddy." And when we look at the background of the pool, yeah, everyone's partying. If you want to psychoanalyze the behavior and the facial gestures, the difference between Dev and Diddy couldn't be more abstract. Devin looks like he's obviously posing for a photo. He looks like he's showing off, as you could tell. This modern day era of boxers, this might as well be a picture of Devin in his eyes with a suitcase full of cash, which he often posts stuff like that too. I feel, and I'll be truthful, I think this is, from Dev's perspective, what he was going for here. But look at Diddy. Look at his body language. That is not showing off. It is showing off in a different way. Look at his hands, how he has his hands placed in his hips. You can only imagine what's going through his head. I could not find any videos of this night, just this photo. So already we got connections with Mike Tyson going back to the 90s. That famous video in which they're on TV being filmed, and the audacity of Diddy back then to think that he could just fondle the most dangerous man on the planet and get away with it is crazy. And that was almost 30 years ago. And you see him again with Devin Haney, another world champion. He has been directly linked. We know this for decades with Floyd Mayweather. You're looking at some interesting photos of Floyd and Diddy. They're engaging in conversation. You can make it however you want to make it. I definitely don't think that Floyd is coming off any sort of bisexuality here. I think he's talking to him, and the photographer caught this photo at an interesting angle. And there's multiple photos of them dating back all the way to the 90s as well. Floyd, as we know, another Hall of Fame living legend, boxing great, dangerous man. An interesting interview that Floyd gave a couple months before these allegations. He was defending Diddy when he was being asked about his recent behavior, his partying, and all that. So you got Floyd Mayweather defending Diddy a couple months back. You got Devin Haney showing out and showing off. Obviously, that photo goes way back. Mike Tyson working with Diddy all the way back to the 90s. We're also going to show you some videos of Diddy and Tank Davis. This is just from my perspective, guys, and take this however you want it.
And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down. My take on it is, it's not my business.
To me, every time I see people in Diddy's space, they look so kind of, I don't know if the right adjective is awkward or worried, but Tank does not look comfortable. And you see Diddy hug him, embrace him, picks him up off of the ground. Who does that? Like Tank is a little homie. Tank is a world champion knockout artist, and Diddy disrespectfully picks him up, just like he did decades earlier, disrespectfully on live TV. Did whatever, touched Mike Tyson that forced Tyson into a reaction to tell him to stop. And he does it once again with Tank. He jumps into Tank's arms. It just goes to show you sort of the callousness, the brashness, the abrasiveness of P. Diddy and how he thinks about himself, how he thinks about the world around him. And we know Tank Davis, he's a different type of cat. There's videos of him doing all sorts of sugary dances on TikTok. But like I said about the photo with Floyd and Diddy, I'm going to say the same thing about Tank and his dances. I just think that's just the era that Tank fights in. You know, he's a social media generation sort of fighter, and I don't look too deep into that regarding what Tank is into. I just know and view him as a championship, world champion, undefeated boxer. And the last thing I'm going to play for you guys is this clip of Israel Adesanya, former world champion, UFC great, talking about on the Joe Rogan podcast how he feels he dodged a bullet and how the gods and the lords were looking after him in terms of Diddy reaching out to Izzy, wanting to do a collab with him. And here's his take on that.
With what's his name, Cat Williams, on Shannon Sharp. He starts talking, spilling the tea, sipping the cognac.
Yeah.
And then now this whole P. Diddy thing.
Sometimes you have to tell Diddy no.
Oh, man, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
Sean Diddy Combs' alleged list of accomplishments to be revealed soon. The names will shock you, attorney says. Whoa.
I think he's going to sing, I think
he has to sing or he
bro,
goes
also,
to
I'll
jail
tell you
for the
one
rest of his
thing.
life.
God protects me. I'm so glad God protects me because, look, if I got invited to the white party, I'd have gone.
Especially if you didn't know.
Of course, no one knew. No one
Right.
knew.
If
And
you
then
don't
you
know,
find
you're just
out.
a celebrity and you know, oh, Jennifer Lopez is going to be there. Oh, Rick
That's what I'm
Ross is going to
saying.
be there. Everyone's going to be there.
And-
That would be a cool place. I want to meet those people.
Facts. And I just want to be there having fun partying, but then they start to, apparently, they said they were using, I'm going to guess it's like ketamine because they said horse tranquilizer, and they were putting in people's drinks in the champagne and then getting them all loose. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll tell you a secret. It's just us two, right?
Yeah.
After I knocked out Pereira in Miami, we went to Tootsie's the next night, and they were like, yo, P. Diddy wasn't here watching your fight last night. I was like, wait, word? Crazy. And I went and checked my DMs, and I saw, oh, he hit me up. And he was talking about 2 months later, I want to do an interview or whatever. And I said, here's my manager's number. Bob, cool. Nothing ever came off it. But again, that's why I said God be protecting me.
Right.
Because who knows? Like, you never know. Oh, yeah, we're having this party later on. Yeah, that's cool. All right, cool. And then they start to like, you find some chick, you pull on you, and then boom. Oh, how was that 15-year-old? Like, wait, what?
Right. And you're filmed. Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah.
He had allegedly cameras all over the house and
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah. What?
Nobody's that ashy, bro. 1,000. Also, by the way, that lube, coconut oil is better, water-based lubricant. Yeah. But baby oil, as acidic as Johnson & Johnson's, like, that's demonic, bro. Like, why would you use baby oil? Even if your dude,
Probably started out with it. That's all the bottles.
Nah, that's AI. That's gotta be AI. That's gotta be AI.
I don't know if it's AI. I think that's real. I think it was lube and baby oil. I think you had a variety of different substances.